Hello guys, today I'll be taking a look at yet another Xiao ban video. This one is after the buffs finally, and yeah, it's called Huge Echo Buffs, Let's Go. I think this title is a little bit clickbait. From what I've noticed when I played myself with the buffs is that they're not actually that noticeable. I mean, I'm not going to complain about Echo Buffs, it's nice. Maybe I will notice at some point. People have told me they noticed the slow, but yeah, I've also talked with other Echo mains and they felt like they also didn't notice the buffs that much. But yeah, it's still a nice thing. And also, someone told me in the comments that Xiao Ben usually plays on viewers' accounts. That's why he's sometimes playing lower elos. I'd of course rather see him play in high elo, in like Challenger, but still. Oh, very nice. Oh, did he have to rocket belt there to hit? You think? I don't think he did. I think he just did that for, yeah, I don't know, looking cool. Let's see what elo this account is. Master, okay, at least Master. Okay, he's playing with the Relentless Hunter. Interestingly enough, she's playing with this one, right? With the Magical Footwear in lane. I feel like people never used to do that back in the day. I guess it's not a bad thing. This is super interesting, right? Against some of these mages, you can start E, and as soon as they use abilities, you just go in with E and trade with them. And if you manage to proc passive, then that's extra good. So very interesting. Let's see. No subtitles again, sad. We'll love to know. He probably said something about that. But yeah, I've seen this a bunch of times against champs like Syndra, I don't know, Victor, like generally mages, right? As soon as they use their abilities early, you just... That's why he also didn't skill Q right away. Yeah, very good trade here, of course. Azir was able to trade back a little bit, but still positive for him overall. You can see here also he's not playing Ignite in this game. Like, even these trades, even though he's not able to proc passive, they're still pretty good, right? And it's super hard for the Azir to trade back. I think this is a mistake I often do, right? I never really go for these trades when I can't proc passive, but that's a mistake, I guess. Like, even these trades, definitely, they poke people down. Good flash. I think the Elise also flashed. Very nice reactions. Actually showing a lot of the laning phase here. Also Doran's ring start. I think into mages that's generally a pretty good idea. Because you might have to last hit with Q sometimes if you're a little bit too low. So the extra mana is definitely very helpful. Okay, the Azir's recalling, interesting. Ooh, that's unlucky. That he didn't manage to cancel him, that would have been really good. I didn't look at which minions he dematerialized. Definitely two small ones. I'm not sure if he did one melee, one ranged, or two ranged here, but definitely interesting to see that he plays with that, with minion dematerializer. I think he's one of the only ones. Very, very good for him. He's also very happy about it, I guess. At this point he's in a really strong position. Again, you can see with the Relentless Hunter he's always looking to roam. And have an impact on his lanes. I guess that's kind of a good playstyle for mid laners at the moment, or it has been for some time, honestly. Like, mid lane is just... I don't know, it's a position where you need to impact the map. I feel like... I might ult in a second, I'm not sure. Probably doesn't need to. Yeah, okay, Azir's behind there, so it would have been a mistake to ult. I think I personally would have ulted there, I'm gonna be real. To try and kill the Jinx as well. Huge wave he catches here though. Like, honestly, not ulting is definitely much better. Just because the wave is so big as well. Oh, unlucky that he didn't manage to hit the Jinx. He might even go for her with E. Yeah. Damn. Maybe that was the Echo buffs. Honestly, the fact that he was able to get on it. Oh, never mind. I mean, the Q is already level 4. And I don't think it has had any impact here. Yeah, at this point he's of course super fat. Almost 10 CS per minute. 3 kills. Rocket Belt completed at 9 minutes. Ooh. Okay. Doesn't even need to ult. I love his aggression when he goes into the Ws. And you can see, I feel like in this matchup, we've seen a bunch of times already where he just uses the Rocket Belt to get into range. Like, generally, of course, you would rather use the Rocket Belt to do quick combos and whatever, but against Azir, you just kind of need the extra range oftentimes. I'm sure if the Azir would have disrespected here, he would have flashed into the W as well. I think Elise was topside. No. Okay. It was a little bit close, but yeah, well, she flashed for it. Against champs like Elise and whatever you... Ah yeah, this was what we saw in the beginning. Very nice. Against champs like Elise, you really always need to be ready to use your E to dodge their CC abilities, of course. And he's playing very clean this game, I like it. Also going for Magi's, very cool. Xiao Ben is an Ekko player that likes building Magi's. He's playing super flashy here. Is that the actual Viper? I don't think it is. I think Viper is one of those players that has a lot of fanboys on these servers. Maybe it is the real one, who knows? I mean, Viper is an ADC main, of course, but sometimes people get filled. I don't think he can do anything here with the mana, but maybe I'm wrong. No, well, he did something, right? He managed to proc passive, but especially because he has Magi's, I think he should just base here. Oh, I think he didn't mean to attack the minion. But I feel like even if he stuns the Jinxer, I don't think they have enough to kill with 4 people there. Definitely a little bit risky what he's doing here. Really nice. So, like, you can use the Rocket Belt, of course, to dodge abilities here. And here in this situation was incredibly important. To not get stunned by the Taric either. Guess he's going for Nashers. Very clean combo. And like, this is actually one of the best mechanical games I've seen from him in a while. Oh. Super controlled everything. He's absolutely hitting like every single spell basically perfectly. Just completely dominating the game. 25 Magi stacks as well. But I'm not sure if we can say that anything of this has had anything to do with the buffs. I mean, buffs like these Ekko buffs are probably some that you just don't feel, but they will make the difference in, like, let's say 1 out of 50 games maybe where you just have that extra bit of damage or extra bit of slow that gets you kills, you know? I've talked with Tabor, and he told me one thing he would like to see, or one Ekko buff that he would like to see that I've never thought of, would be like an MR shred on the W if you hit it. Like, that would be kind of cool, right? It would help you deal with tanks, and it would be... I think it would be pretty fair, right? Because W is a hard... like, if you proc the W, of course, right? Of course, proccing W already is pretty rewarding. It stuns for a long time, and you get a big shield, but... It would be kind of cool if it also shredded some MR. I'm going for... Not sure. Huh? Help? What is happening? What was he listening? It sounded like some ad or something. Is he doing again? I don't see any voice chat flashing on the bottom right. You can see he's just split pushing. Nobody can deal with him, of course, at this point. In general, with Ekko, especially with Ekko, like in general, Ekko is a super good split pusher, even as a jungler, but as a mid laner or as a lane Ekko, you definitely need to split push a lot. I'm always saying this, that's why I personally don't enjoy playing Ekko jungle that much, because I think, you know, it's not that interesting, right? You're just, I don't know, right-clicking on towers. It's of course the right thing to do, but it's just boring. TPing in here. I feel like enemies are a little bit desperate here to do Nash, but well, they just get it because, yeah, Nash needs to have more HP. Every single time. Like, literally 99% of the time where Nash is done at the moment, I feel like it just shouldn't be able to be done. Because, like, see, the enemy team is so behind and they're still able to just rush it because it's stupid. think his camera control is incredibly good this game, I gotta say. Like, that's something I noticed I struggle with ever since coming back a little bit. I mean, even before, I think my camera control was definitely one of my weaker mechanical points, but especially now, like, after not playing for some time, the camera control is definitely something I've struggled with. Oh, I guess enemies have effed. Very, very solid game. I gotta say, like, it actually has been probably one of the best games I've seen from him. I don't know, I feel like the title was pretty clickbait. You couldn't really notice the buffs. This was just a very snowballed game, but still very nice to see. I'm curious to see if he thinks the buffs were impactful. Maybe I'll ask him in the comments. But yeah, as always, if you have someone that you would like me to take a look at, be sure to leave a comment and tell me about them. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and watch the next one. Bye.